What is up, YouTube? Temperquake here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about why you should be going to regionals and why you should be going to competitive events, especially if you want to do better in the game. And it's a fairly simple reasoning behind it, but I'm going to kind of give you like my background, why I feel you should be going to all these events if you want to get competitive in the game. Obviously, you just get to see other players and see different play styles, and basically you just get to see, you get to know what's going to be played at a regional and what's going to be played at a YCS and all these other things, and it helps show you how the meta is and how Yu-Gi-Oh works in itself. And so I didn't start going into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh until about, I guess, a year ago technically. And I've been playing like Yu-Gi-Oh for I've only been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a year and a half, 2 years now. Besides that, then it was just like backyard with friends. You know what I mean? So it wasn't really like anything actually. It's just like we create our own rules and all this other stuff. So I went to my first regional and it was with Dark Worlds. I know, give me all the hate, and I got my butt whooped. I think I actually X5'd, so I won 3 whole games. Or no, I'm sorry, 4 whole games. So I got my butt handed to me, and I went in there thinking, hey, I'm gonna win this, because I was winning my locals. Why wouldn't I win a regionals? And it was a really disappointment. It made me quit Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time, about a couple months or two, and so it kind of made me realize what I need to do to get better at this game. And so I started going on YouTube and looking up different deck profiles and all this other stuff. And second regionals, I went in with, gosh, I don't remember what it was. It might have been Dark Worlds again, and I did a little better. I went 5-4. I had a winning record, so I was really happy about that. And it still showed me that there's so much more room for improvement. And I'm still trying to bring on the point why I should go to regionals, because you gradually get better. It's not something that you can just hop into and expect to win every time. Granted, I know there are people who have done that. I've seen people do that. I just give them a deck and they topped. Well, I didn't give them a deck. Our friends threw it together and they topped. But it's something that you have to get better at and you have to grow into. My third regionals, I brought Macro Rabbit, and that was the closest I ever came to getting my invite, was with Macro Rabbit. And I went X2 all the way until the final round, and I faced my friend, asked him if he can give me the win since he had 8 tops in that format with Mermails. And so he didn't let me have it. I could have had my invite, and I was really upset because he didn't let me. And so I took that in and I molded it, and so I turned it into a learning process of what I can do to get better and all this other stuff. And it's kind of sad it didn't take me until the third regional to actually get better, but I guess I'm a slow learner when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. So then I went to another regional. This was Dragon format, and I ran it without Dragosax and 2 Big Eye. I ended up going X3, dropping the very last round just because I was just so tired I couldn't think. I knew I wasn't going to get my invite, and I went X3, so I was really happy about that. And I was surprised that I did that well, even though it was with dragons, because it's not really hard to play dragons. But since I didn't have Dragos or Big Eyes, I was relying on Crimson Bladers or I was relying on Big Eyes and Crimson Bladers, and that's all I had going for me. Scrap Dragon, yeah, but nothing else. And people were returned from different dimensioning me, and I can't win. Yes, you can't. A good player, the saying is, any good player can play out of any situation. But I just got overpowered with Dragosax and Big Eyes that I could not make, and so I ended up losing that one. And then I took, oh gosh, I don't know what I took next. Oh, I took Chain Burn. I made a lot of people rage. I ended up going X3 that regional as well. I was so close. I lost to Mermails. at the end of the day. And that was when the baby dragons got hit and Heavy got hit and all that stuff. And so I went X3 that regional, and then I think it was finally YCS Chicago, which was this last weekend, and I ended up going X3, losing to Joe Bogley and one other guy who top 16'd. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to day 2. I lost my last game by a big misplay of my part, and that again shows that there's so much more you can do. Just that little misplay, just that little chance of luck that means if you win or lose a game. Like Joe Bogley, I should have had the game in the bag, but he ripped the MST and ended up winning against me since he drew into that MST, and it's Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. But I feel like I'm a lot better now because of all these events, and going to all these events gets you players' knowledge, gets you to see different play styles, gets you to see plays you normally wouldn't see. It's a bunch of risk and reward in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I feel by going to all these events, it just makes you better as a player, and it makes you more complex as a player, it makes you see better as a player, it makes you do so many more things as a player. And I just want you all to if you guys are going to go to a regional or feel like you're a good player, you have to go to regional in order to get better. You have to be able to top. You have to be able to do this, and that. A lot of people can tell you the same thing. I'm not lying. It's just something you have to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Basically, kind of like my life story. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I do appreciate it. The more likes, the more views I get. I'm just trying to grow out this channel. I hope you like it, and peace.